Welcome to Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio for today's matchup between the Cincinnati Cyclones Varsity and the Lexington Thoroughbreds. Eli Luton back in the lineup today, back from his injury. That's good to see. Charlie came back last 2 games ago, yesterday, so that's good. Everybody's getting healthy again. Today's keeper will be Sabera, as Preston Martin still recovering from a shoulder injury. Cyclones coming off a road trip yesterday to West Virginia. 2 wins in West Virginia. The benches are rowdy for this one. Colin Steiger taking the opening face-off, and we are underway. Face-off is won by Lexington. They throw it into the zone, picked up by Reed Steiger, and Prosser sends it up to Sweeney. Sweeney into the zone, taken down on the boards. Colin Steiger fighting for possession. Coates drops it back to the blue line. Reed Steiger. Coach drops it back to Reed again. Reed goes D to D for Prosser. Prosser dumps it in on the backhand to Sweeney. Sweeney behind the net. Good puck movement early on for the Cyclones. Shot by Steigers, wide of the net. Sweeney battling on the far boards. And Lexington clears it out. Steiger will play it. He's going to skate it up himself. He gets stripped of the puck, but then Prosser sends it to Colin Steiger, who throws it in for a line change for the Cyclones. Lexington brings it in. Ty Dipple down there, number 18, brought up from the U16 team for this game, trying to get enough games in for him to qualify for state. Martin skating for it. Martin, no, nice pass across from Martin. And a goal. That is Rossell's goal. And Martin on the assist. And the score is 1-0. 13:21 to go in the first period, and the Cyclones with a 1-goal lead. Scott Toth brings it in. He's got Fox with him. Takes the shot wide of the net. Sent in by Schroeder, deflected by Toth. Nice deflection, but it was picked up by the keeper. Schroeder dumps it in on the backhand and then goes to battle in the corner. Puck back out to the middle for Scott. Fox turns on it and takes a shot, but it is saved. First 3 lines controlling the puck very well for the Cyclones. 4th line on now. Luton centering this line. Luton has played wing most of the year. This will be interesting to see how he does. Big hit down there. Reed Steiger plays it around for Prosser. Prosser battles for it, wins it. Back to Prosser. Nice little flick pass there. Luton gets stripped in the zone, and nice hit on the near boards right in front of the bench for Reed Steiger. Luton from behind the net. Kept in by the Thoroughbreds, and then that shot is deflected over the net. Oh. Bill skates it up the near boards, runs into traffic. Prosser throws it in deep for a line change. Icing call there, so comes back to the Cyclones end. Our line one will take over again. Nice centering pass for Thoroughbreds, but nobody there to get it. Colin Steiger's going to skate this one out. Deep in the zone, Sweeney's shoved into the net from behind the net. Dippold will have to go back and get this one. He's got a Thoroughbred with him, skating hard. Lang will pick it up in the near corner. He throws long distance to Colin Steiger just off the end of his stick. 10:36 to go in the first period. Crockett has it. He skates it into the zone. He's got Charlie Rossell trailing him. Martin cut to the net. There it is. Their pass was there. Good opportunity. Nice setup there. Shot blocker saved by Sabera. Schroeder gets dumped behind the net. Shot wide by the Thoroughbreds. Shot wide by Lexington. Lexington, this is their best shift they've had, I think, so far. Spending a lot of time in the Cyclones' end. That one's chopped out by Martin. Fed ahead to Crockett, who throws it deep. Galitsky on. Throws it out front for Prosser. Prosser's shot is blocked. He goes to get the rebound behind the net and throws it back out to the blue line for Scott Toth, who dumps it back in to Prosser. Prosser in the far corner doing battle. Throws it up the boards. Fox keeps it in, but then has to double back. Galitsky throws it back in, and it's cleared again by Lexington. Prosser throws it in. Fox going to get it. Throws it out front. Good opportunity there for Toth. 8:47 to go in the first period. Galitsky taking the face-off. Reed Steiger throws it around for Fox. Fox looking up ice. He hits Toth into the zone. Toth deflects it toward the goal, and it is covered. Sent back in by the Cyclones. Cleared out. Lang throws it back in. Battle in the neutral zone. Lexington brings it in. Lang in a battle on the near boards. Puck goes behind the net. Ty Dippold picks it up. Dippold's pass is blocked, but he gets it back. He's skating with it. There he goes around the defenseman, and a nice shot, but it's blocked. Dippold dumps the man behind the net. Lou back there. Buell brings it up, dumps it in. He's got Yarko on the other side. Yarko delivers a hit, doubles back to get the puck. Picked up at the blue line and dumped in by Spang. Coach trying to get out of the corner. From the blue line, shot. Went off of somebody. That was Schroeder. Spang takes one from the right circle. Rebound. It's still loose in front. Charlie Rosell will take the face-off. Drops it back to Spang. Spang lets it rip. Ran into somebody in front of the net, and Lexington takes over behind the net. Rosell goes in, chops it away. Flicked up in the air by Martin. Cleared out and then sent right back in by Schroeder for the delayed offsides. They have regrouped and they've re-entered the zone. Crockett thought he was going to deliver a huge hit there. On the near boards, gets driven down. Schroeder, nice play by Schroeder. He's got room to skate. There's the shot. Oh, off the post. Fox will get it behind the net. Look for somebody out front. Doing battle in the corner. To the point for Prosser. Prosser takes a shot. Oh, I thought that was in the net. It was not. Fox goes to get it in the corner. Galitsky back to Prosser. Prosser, D-to-D for Toth. Toth shot. And that's covered. Galitsky's face-off. Gives one over to Fox. Lexington, Galitsky gets it back out in the middle. Backhands it toward the net, but his pass is blocked into the corner. Behind the net it goes. Fox goes to get it. Does a little deke around there. Oh, throws it back at the net, and Galitsky is driven down. That puck's still loose behind the net. Galitsky goes to the far corner. Steiger dumps it to the far corner. Toth delivers a hit. Fox picks it up in the far corner and sends it to the middle. Cross went off a skate. Galitsky picks it up behind the red line, shoots it out front. Lexington defending the front of the net well. They've had opportunities, but there's always a defender in place. Backhanded shot there for Toth. Toth, another shot. It doesn't matter what the angle is, what the body positioning is. Toth will get a shot off. And that unorthodox shooting style is just really effective close to the net like that. It's hard for the goalie to know what's going to happen because it doesn't matter what position he's in. Scott Toth is going to shoot that right at the net. 3:53 to go. 1-goal lead for the Cyclones in the first period. From the point, D-to-D pass, Lang dumps it in on the backhand for Yarko. He's pushed off the puck. Kicked in deep for Lang. Lang misses the puck, has to go back for it. Lexington gets there first. Shot into the side of the net by Lexington. Lang knocked off the puck behind the net. Ty Dippold going to work in the near corner. Gets it up to Lou. Lou gets past the defender. Behind the net with some speed, throws it out front. Oh, that pass was blocked. Dippold picks it up, skates it behind his own net. Sends it to Buell, who chops it into the visiting bench. Steiger's face-off. One back to Sweeney. Sweeney over to Schroeder. Schroeder's pass is deflected, but it's still in play. Colin Steiger keeps it in, makes a move around the defender. Centering pass to Sweeney, and Sweeney's shot is off the mark. Colin gets it back in the near corner. Deals it out front to Sweeney again, shot. Coates in the far corner. Deals it back to the blue line. There's a shot from Spang. Dumped in by Schroeder. Coates behind the line. Back up to the blue line for Colin Steiger, who takes a shot. Blocked by a Lexington player. Coates on the back check and the steal. Goes it over to Sweeney and back to Coates. Back to Sweeney, shot. And another one in the glove of Lexington keeper. That pass is picked off and shot by Crockett. Rossell over to Prosser. Prosser on the backhand to Martin into the zone. Kept in by Crockett. Martin goes in behind the net. Cleared by Lexington. That's going to be icing. Backhanded in by Prosser. Picked up by Rossell out front. Nice pass by Prosser. Martin throws it back out front. Reed Steiger pokes it ahead. Backhanded shot toward the net by Crockett. Picked up by Lexington. Up the boards and into the zone it goes. Prosser takes it away and sends it to Reed Steiger on the near corner. Steiger's outlet pass goes off the back of a skate. Dump back in. Martin doing some battle on the near boards. Martin, backhanded shot. Galitsky on the follow, and that's a goal. That's going to be Galitsky. Galitsky from Martin. So with 13 seconds on the clock, it's 2-0 Cyclones. Galitsky on the faceoff. Lang throws it around the far boards. And that'll end the period with the score 2-0. Second period begins. Fox gets it across to Scott Toth. Scott gets it behind the net. Gets knocked off the puck. Fox comes in to help. Opposite side, Galitsky. Fox takes it away. Thrown back in. Toth keeps it in. Doing battle on the far boards. Fox in to help again. Shot toward the net by Scott Toth from all the way on the far boards. Dumped back in by Toth. Fox delivers a hit right in front of his own bench. Luton with a nice shot. They're nice feed there. Luton with a chance. Shot. Rebounded to the corner. Set back in by Spang. Set out front. Schroeder shot. And that's a goal for Gus Schroeder. Gus has some fans. 13:25 to go and a score 3-0 Cyclones. Luton wins the face-off himself, dumps it in himself, and now he's going to chase it. Schroeder keeps it in on the far boards, and then it's cleared. A little back and forth between Spang and Cooper, Buell. Spang back to Buell off the back of the skate. Schroeder back over to Spang. Spang skates it up the near boards. Into the zone, takes a shot. Blocker save. Peeled back by Buell. Shoots it off goal. Spang delivers it back to Colin Steiger. Feeds it to the far side for Reed. Reed's shot is blocked. Picked up by Lexington behind the net. Yarko doing some battle in the near corner down there. Shot by Prosser off the post. Steiger to Steiger. Reed takes a shot. Off the pillows. Back to Colin. Colin, oh, that's going to bounce right out front. Picked up by Lexington. Lexington clears it. Prosser has it. Prosser to Sweeney. Sweeney skates into the zone. Drops it back to Reed. Picked off by a Lexington player. Coates has it now. Coates doubling back toward the middle. He turns it over. Lexington brings it in. Takes the shot and a save for Sabera. Reed Steiger. Ahead for Sweeney. Nice pass. Colin Steiger brings it in. Takes the hard angle shot. Out front. Nice pass. Sweeney from, trying to figure out if that's Coates. Yeah, Coates on the assist. And another goal for the Cyclones makes it 4-0. $10:56 to go and a score of 4-0 for the Cyclones. Nice move there by Rossell. Man. Rossell was looking for a highlight reel clip right there and almost had it. Shot, and that's covered by Sabera. Galitsky's line back out. Taking the face off in front of their own goal. Wins it over to Scott Toth. Nice hit there by Spang. Spang is an entertaining hockey player. That kid is physical. Schroeder. Can't get out of the zone. Spang's gonna have to go back and get it. Spang about the boards to Fox. Fox challenged right away, and Lexington takes over behind the net again. They throw it out front. Fox tried to steal that, and now he's gonna get a chance. He's got Scott Toth with him. Nice poke by, good effort by Fox. Great second effort, shot wide of the net. Schroeder will keep it in. Fox comes away with it again. Dumps it to Scott. Scott goes right back out front with it. Nice pass. Fox picks it up, trying to get it back out front. Takes turns, shoots wide of the net. Shot by Spang from the point. Galitsky from behind the net into the left circle. Galitsky drops it back to Spang. Spang over to Schroeder. Schroeder can't keep it in the zone. Spang throws it back in. Scott Toth on the forecheck. Spang tries to get it to the middle. It's blocked. Schroeder throws it ahead. Galitsky going off. And that's icy. 8:15 to go, second period, 4-0 the score. Cyclones with the lead. Luton's line out. Reed over to Prosser. Prosser off the boards to Yarko. Yarko up the boards back to Lou. Turned over, coming the other way. Oh, that's a huge hit right there by Reed Steiger. And he's going to get a penalty for that. I mean,
big on little.
Honestly, it's one of those size differential physics calls. $7:53 to go in the second period. Cyclones still up by 4. Colin Steiger sends it down. Thrown back down again. Steiger picks it up, throws it all the way down again. 1:08 to go on the penalty kill. Hoping to see the next penalty kill line. Fox had 2 shorties yesterday, including the penalty shot. Speaking of shorties, Colin Steiger with a shorty, and the assist by Coates. That's going to make it 5-0. 6:46 to go. 53 seconds on the penalty kill. Fox looks like he was in the starter's block right there. Shot off the side of the net. Spang, nice stop in the middle, still out there. Nice save by Sabera. 6:21 to go, 28 seconds on the penalty kill, and that's what we expected. Look at this. Oh. Schroeder dumps it back in. Fox on the forecheck again down there. There's delivers the hit. They take over. Out to Fox. Fox and Yarko working together down there. Yarko has it. Fans on the pass. Fox picks it up. I don't know, it's cleared out by Lexington to the blue line, but not out. We're back to full strength. Yarko. Spang throws it in. Reed Steiger from the far boards. Drops it off for Prosser. Prosser takes the shot, and it's saved. Rosell takes the face off.
Yeah, you do.
It's out of the zone.
Man, I missed the first.
Reed Steiger shoved down, but still has possession of the puck somehow. Prosser comes in for help. Back to Reed. Prosser skated around the back of the net. Up the boards.
Getting spanked.
To Martin. Martin brings it in.
Nice save.
Airmails that one all the way to the goal. It's caught out of the air. The goalie looked like an outfielder there, catching that one. 4:25 to go. Lang sends it back in. Lexington clears it back out. Up the boards and into the Cyclones' end. Centering pass is blocked. Picked up by Martin. Martin delivers to Rosell. Rosell skates it in up the far boards. Takes a shot wide of the net. Wraps all the way around.
He's really awesome.
Shot and a save. 3:50 to go, and the score is still 5-0. Fox picks it up and sends it to Toth. Kalitsky toward the net. That went off of somebody's skate. It's going to be icing. Luton taking the face off in the Thoroughbred end. Shot by Buell is blocked. Brought in by Lexington. Dumped in. Spang in the corner. The wrap goes. Or does it? Yeah. Thoroughbred goal by number 72 on the wraparound. To make it 5-1. So 2:45 to go in the second period. 5-1 the score. Colin Steiger taking the face off center ice. To Sweeney, back to Colin. Colin skates it in. Cuts to the middle, takes a shot off the mask. Centered shot into the side of the net by Sweeney. Sweeney picks it up again in the middle. Sends it back to Colin. Collins passes. Blocked. Sent to Coates in the middle. Coates on the backhand shot. Saved. Rebound shot by Reed Steiger is also saved. Colin has it. Behind the net. To the blue line for Reed. Reed takes a shot. Reed delivers a hit in the far corner. Takes over the puck and skates away with it. He hits Sweeney. Picked up offsides by Coates, who thought about shooting it anyway. 1:47 to go, second period. 5-1 to score. Rosel's line. Martin on the far boards. Sends it to the middle for Crockett. Crockett just couldn't get a stick on it. Oh, that is out front. That's dangerous, but it's covered by Sabera. And then Rosel comes in to clear out the traffic. There's some discussion going on behind the net. 1:26 to go in the second period. Lang will bring it out into the zone, and offsides is the call. Galitsky taking the face off the neutral zone. Into the zone it goes. Fox had it for a second, and that's cleared out by the Thoroughbreds for icing. 1 minute, 8 seconds to go, second period. Galitsky's face-off. Won by the Thoroughbreds. Spang picks it up on the near board, sends it across for Fox. Boy, he had a chance at that one. He gets knocked down. And the Breds bring it in. Paddled away by Sabera. Out front, dangerous. Galitsky takes it behind the net. Goes out the other door. And Toth tries to send it into Fox, but his pass is blocked. Galitsky has it, takes a shot. Pillow save. Galitsky. And that's out of the zone. Come on, Sebastian. Goes over to Schroeder. Shot off the pillows. And that's in the goal. From behind the goal. Deflected off of Sabera into the net, and it is 5-2. Breds showing some life. 5 seconds left in this period. And the period will end with a score of 5-2. And the third period begins. Colin Steiger skates it in. Goes past the defender. Whiffs on the pass. He was trying to send that out front for Sweeney, but didn't get all of it. Sweeney to Colin. Colin. Prosser, I think, brings it in. Yeah, Prosser. Oh, look at that. That was Coates on the goal. I don't know who's going to get the assist on that, but that was Coates on the goal. Or not, because Reed is his first one in the line, so it might have been Reed's goal. I don't know. I'll have to sort that one out later. Look at the graphic. 6-2 the score, 14-18 to go in the game. Rosel's line is out. Ty Dipple sends it to Rosel off the stick into the zone. Shot and a save for Sabera. Another save for Sabera. 13:26 to go in the game. 6-2 the score. Galitsky
That's good.
taking the face-off. And the Cyclones end. Nice hit there by Schroeder. That's out front. poked ahead by Scott Toth and then back in by the Breds. Galitsky to Fox. Fox leads Toth into the zone. Toth pulls up, takes a shot, rebound, and it's covered. Nice play. Shot by Lou, that's over the net. Darko turns it back toward the net, takes a slow shot toward the net, and Buell was there to clean it up, but it was covered. 12:42 to go in the game, 6-2 to score. Cyclones with the lead. Eli Luton on the faceoff. Wins it to Buell. Buell in on the forecheck, and Lou was roughed up in the corner there. Shot from the blue line is blocked. Prosser's shot that was, and then we had a whistle. Interference is called. I'm not sure who is getting called for interference. It is a Lexington player, number 10. So the Cyclones on the power play for the first time today. That's only the second penalty in the game, one each. It has not been the physical game that we thought it would be. Colin Steiger with a shot. Back to the blue line for Reed. Over to Coates. Back to Reed. To Colin. Centered. Shot. Man, nice shot by Coates, but didn't go. Back to Reed. Shot. Off the pillows to the corner. Colin back to Reed. Coates delivers to the middle. And man, Spang was scrapping in there trying to get it to go, but couldn't pry it out. .11:38 to go, and Rossell on the faceoff. Colin Steiger brings it in through the legs and almost finishes that highlight reel, and that puck is still loose. They're still digging at it. It is out. There's a penalty upcoming. That's going to be on the Cyclones. Somebody down in the scrap heap down there.
You're not even allowed to push people on the goalie anymore? Come on.
Looks like Rossell is the guilty player. 11:04 to go. And the Cyclones penalty kill unit is out. Reed Steiger goes long distance for Colin. And here comes another shorty for Colin. No, he didn't go. Oh, Colin's pass is picked off, so he goes back to get it. He gets driven into the boards. That'll teach him to make a bad pass. Coates drops it back to Reed Steiger. To Colin. Shot. Oh, man. Up the boards to Prosser. Prosser takes a slow shot. Reed Steiger. His pass is deflected out of the zone and right out of the box. That Thoroughbred player takes a shot off the post. Wow. Opportunistic moment there for the Thoroughbreds. As we are... Oh, he was not out of the box. He was coming off the bench. We still had 52 seconds to go on the penalty kill. That guy came from nowhere. I thought he was coming out of the box. tied up on the boards there. There is 40 seconds left on the power play for Lexington. And Martin has it. Skates into the zone. Takes a shot. He's saying it went. The ref's saying it didn't go. Definitely went off the post. Dippled. Throws it back in. Lang throws it back in on the backhand. Lexington shot. And another save for Sabera. Yarko. Off the body, brings it in and turns it over. Lang sends it off the boards, and that's going to go in for icing. Wow. 8:28 to go. Cleared out by the Cyclones, and on the forecheck, here comes, who is that? Scott Toth. Yep. Picked up by Galitsky, out front to Fox. Oh, did not finish. Rebound shot by Toth doesn't go. I can't believe this line doesn't have a goal yet today. Fox picks it up. He's got Spang in there with him out front. He sends it out front. Shot. Oh, Spang. His shot doesn't go either. Here comes Fox on the back check. He goes down. Toth will take over in the far corner. Up the boards. Fox, he could get called for a trip there. Yep, he is going to get called for a trip there. To the box he goes. Sucks. 7:21 to go in the game. 6-2 the score. This is, I believe, Fox's 50th penalty minute of the year he's serving right now. Shot and a save. Luton will take the face-off. 1:41 to go on the power play for the Cyclones. Luton driven off the puck behind the net. Lexington takes over. They send it down to Prosser. Prosser's pass is blocked, but he gets it back and sends it up to Luton. Luton, his pass is behind Yarko. Come into the zone. Luton pokes it away, clears it. And goes to battle on the near boards. Sent in, brought in by Lexington. Nice move there by Yarko, and he finishes. Wow.
That's a sick move.
5:55 to go in the game. 7-2 is the score. And another short-handed goal for the Cyclones, who I think play better on the penalty kill than they do even strength sometimes. Lang, his pass is blocked. Gets it back, clears it. That one's going all the way down. 5 seconds, that'll do it. And Fox is out of the box. And takes over the puck immediately and throws it back into the zone and chases. Gets there first. Pokes it behind the net. Buell there to help out. In the near corner. Buell sends it to Lang. Lang's shot was deflected way out of play and a souvenir for the fans. Litsky taking the face-off. Ooh, shot by Spang. Didn't get much on it. Litsky back to Spang. Spang takes another shot. Rebound. I thought that went, but it did not. Schroeder from the point. Shot, rebound. And Crockett, I think. I don't know if Crockett got that or not. There's a lot of discussion going on down there over whether this is a goal. A Lexington player going to the box. Cross-checking on number 10. That's his second trip to the box today. Goal didn't go, though. And Galitsky taking the face-off. Drops it back to Prosser. Prosser over to Coates. Back to Prosser. Drops it down to Buell. Buell back to Prosser. Prosser back to Buell. Buell. Oh, man, nice one-timer for Galitsky. And it is cleared by Lexington. 1:32 on the power play for the Cyclones. Cleared out by the Breds again, and Logan Prosser is going to skate this one out. All the way into the zone to the right circle, behind the red line. To the blue line for Buell. Buell skates it up, back to Prosser. Shot by Prosser off the pillows, behind the net. And cleared by Lexington. 45 seconds left on the power play as Buell will play this out of the far corner. He left it for Reed. Colin brings it in. Delivers to Galitsky. Galitsky's shot is saved. Colin Steiger driven into the boards. From the point, Reed shot. Bouncing, rebound. And it's covered. 2:40 to go in the game. 7-2 the score. These two teams will play again today at 4:45. Shot for Sweeney doesn't go. Colin Steiger taking the face-off in the Lexington end. Spang backhands it toward the net, paddled away. Coates picks it up and is driven down, tackled behind the net. Sent back in by Schroeder for the delayed offsides. 1:56 in the game. Colin throws it down for icing. 1:33 to go in the game, and Rosell deals it to Crockett. Crockett driven down at the blue line. I don't know if the puck is in the zone or not. I guess it is. Martin. Yep. Somehow that got popped up in the air. Sent back into the Cyclones' end, and Martin will play it. Or it's not Martin, that is Ty Dipple. Rosell, shot, in and out of the glove. Crockett out front for Rosell. Couple of shots, couple of saves, and it's covered. 43 seconds to go, 7-2 the score. Galitsky's line will finish it off for the Cyclones. Schroeder skates it in, picked up by Toth, and then taken away by Lexington. Fox applies some pressure but doesn't come away with the puck. Kept in by Schroeder. Schroeder centers it, bounces past Scott Toth. Toth wraps it around. Schroeder again. Schroeder delivers a hit and they both go down, but picked up by Galitsky. Galitsky on the backhand, bounced away, and that's the end of the game with the final score 7-2 Cyclones. As I mentioned, these two teams will play again today at 4:45 in the same house. Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is a beautiful place to play hockey.
You're welcome to come.
Yeah, hang on.
I'll ask her if she wants to eat something. Want to get something to eat for sure?
Welcome back to Heritage Bank Center for Game 2 between the Cincinnati Cyclones Varsity and Lexington Thoroughbreds. These two teams played earlier today and Cyclones won 7-2. Jeremiah McKinnish will be available again for today's game. He missed today's first game because of a game misconduct from West Virginia yesterday. He's very sorry. There's Preston Martin down there with the suit and goalie helmet look. That is fashionable as it could possibly be. We're underway. Colin Steiger on the face-off. The boards are back into the zone, and Reed Steiger will play it. Steiger up to Steiger. Takes it into the zone. Drops it back for Coates. And it's picked up by Lexington and coming the other way. Colin Steiger on the back check, picks it off. Sends it over to Prosser, and back to Reed Steiger, and back to Prosser again. Or I'm sorry, Prosser dumps it in. Coates in the near corner, throws it behind the net. Shot by Lexington over the net. Crockett picks it up on the far boards. Stolen by Lexington. They shoot it, and it's picked up by Reed Steiger again. Steiger to Rosell. Back to Steiger. To McKinnish. Up to Rosell again. Picked off by Lexington. Back into the zone. Taken over by Martin. Martin ahead into the zone for Rosell. Dumped in by Martin. Nice hit by Rosell, and the puck is covered by the Lexington goalie. Galitsky's line comes on. That's going to be icing on Lexington. Oath has it. Feeds Fox in the neutral zone. Fox gets it into the zone but loses control of the puck. Fox feeds Toth going into the zone. And it's dumped in for a line change. Martin on the forecheck, getting it done. Schroeder from the point takes a shot in and out of the glove. Dumped back in by the Cyclones, and Lou on the forecheck. Nice hit over there. And that puck is loose in front of the net. Schroeder, his shot goes off a skate. Rebound, shot. Covered by the Lexington keeper. That was Yarko on the shot there. 11:46 to go, first period, still scoreless. Steiger's face-off is one back to Spang. Dumps it in on the backhand. Sent in by Coates. Cleared by Lexington. Spang sends it back in for delayed offsides. They have regrouped. They're heading back into the zone. Lexington clears it off the boards. Nice breakout. Picked up by Sweeney and sent back out, and then Lexington dumps it back in. Icing is the call. 10:51 to go in a scoreless first period. Rosell on the faceoff. He wins it. Steiger misses his man. That's going to go down for icing. 10:42 on the clock. Still scoreless. Rosell taking the faceoff in front of his own keeper. Reed Steiger. That's not Sabera down there. Who is our keeper? I'm gonna have to research that. So Lena Dunnigan is the keeper, substituting for Preston Martin, who is injured. I thought Sabera was going to be in there, but I forgot they borrowed Elena Dunnigan for this game. I believe she plays for the girls U19 team. Prosser ties it up. This is back out front. Nice
Yeah.
block there by Reed Steiger. He dumps it in. Martin on the forecheck. Centered. That puck was loose in front. Toth still climbing away at it. It's still loose. Martin takes a shot at it. Back out to the top of the circle. Lang takes a shot. Still loose in front of the net. Finally cleared by Lexington for icing. Kalitsky taking the face-off. And the Lexington end. Shot from the point by Lang. Rebound pops back out. All the way back down into the Cyclones end. McKinnish will bring it out. He doubles back into the zone. Around the boards to Toth. Toth wraps it back around. To Fox. Fox hits Scott Toth going into the zone. Scott pulls up, takes a shot wide of the net. Kalitsky throws it all the way back down to the defensive end. Spang to Toth. And we have a whistle. Guess that came back in offsides. 8:22 on the clock. Luton's line. Luton wins a face-off forward. Takes it into the zone himself. Cuts to the middle and loses the puck.
Over.
Dumped in by Schroeder. Picked up by Lou behind the net. Out front to Yarko. Shot, goal. Yarko's having a great day. And an assist for Luton. Eight minutes, 3 seconds in the first period, and Cyclones have a 1-goal lead. Schroeder off the boards into the zone, and it's popped back out by Lexington.
No, it's getting close. I think
Spang sends it around the boards to Sweeney, but it doesn't get there. Lexington picks it up in the corner.
I haven't looked at Snowshoe about percent open in a while, but they have good Snowshoe kids. Oh, that's a
I've heard great things about
Nice play there by Schroeder. Coates will bring it up. He's in the zone. He beats the defense and then gets it poked away on the near boards. Schroeder whiffs on the one time, trying to get back out of the zone. Spang goes to battle on the far corner. Schroeder trying to bump him off the puck, trying to fight for it. Got it pinned against the boards. Coming in to help is Spang. Sorry, that was Colin Steiger. Steiger gets up the boards to Coates. Coates working from the left circle, behind the net. He's got Sweeney down there with him. Lexington pulls it out front in the neutral zone. Rubbed off behind the net by Colin Steiger. Coates shot off the shin guards of a Lexington player. Crockett with a nice back check. He sends it up the boards for Reed Steiger. Reed pulls up. Got Martin going to the net. His shot is blocked. Martin pulls it out of the corner behind the net to Reed. Reed sends it back out to the blue line. Prosser sends it back in. Martin below the red line, working in the corner, gets rubbed off the puck. Reed Steiger sends it back in on the backhand. Rosell. Oh, nice little feed there. And Rosell. 5:08 to go, first period, and Rosell's going to get tossed. No, nobody's getting tossed. They're going to get lectured. It's a learning opportunity for both players in the face-off circle. Cleared by Lexington. Icing is waved off as McKinnish puts it back behind the net for Lang. Lang off the boards to Martin. Martin leaves it for Rosell, who sends it ahead for Crockett. Crockett brings it into the zone around the defender and then gets tied up and separated from the puck. Lang picks it up at the blue line. Sent back in by Lexington. McKinnish behind the net. Off a skate. Went back his direction. Martin will pick it up. Send it behind the net again. McKinnish clears it. That's going to go down for icing. Cyclones go for a line change as icing is waved off. And then Lexington ices it. Galitsky taking the face-off in front of the Lexington keeper. Fox peels it off the near boards, goes to the corner, sends it out front. Cleared by a Lexington player away from the net, but still in the zone. Fox gets it back, puts it off the boards. Tried to put that off the boards to himself, ends up back on Schroeder's stick. Thrown back deep for Fox. Fox goes to work behind the net. Toth, nice little off the boards. Fox going to the net, and oh my goodness! Galitsky ends up with the goal. That was a fantastic play. Scott Toth on the original pass to Fox. Fox's shot rebounded onto Galitsky's stick, and Galitsky puts it away. And it's 2-0.
That was a pass off.
3:29 to go, first period, 2-0 the score. And Luton's line is out there. Poked back in by Prosser. Prosser's shot is blocked. Luton throws it back in deep. That went off of Luton's skates and back into the zones. Yarko picks that one off, brings it back into the zone, and he is erased between the circles. Cleared by a nice hit there by Luton. Oh, Luton's going to get called for that, and that's kind of soft. Interference is the call on Luton. So that means the Cyclones penalty kill will come out. That's what I thought was going to happen. It looks like 5-on-5. I thought they just called one on Luton. Maybe they did not. They did not. We're still at full strength. Oh, nice shot there by Colin Steiger. Puts it back out front. Prosser backhands it toward the net. Picked up by Lexington. Sent back in by Sweeney. Colin Steiger over to Coates. Coates spinning, sends it back to Sweeney, who misses on the backhand and sends it back to Coates. Coates gives it up in the right circle, headed back the other way. Nice back check. Shot wide of the net. Big hit there by Reed Steiger. Sweeney centering pass. Colin Steiger buried it. That's Colin Steiger from Nikolai Sweeney for goal number 3. 1:44 to go in the first period. 3-0 the score. Cyclones moving the puck well, controlling play. McKinnish out of the far corner to Lang. Lang's pass is deflected, out of play. 1:30 to go in the first period. 3-0 the score. McKinnish takes it behind the net. Sends it up the boards and past everybody for icing, but icing is waved off. Martin rides his man into the net, and whoa, Crockett put that one out front for Rossell. Through the legs. Martin peels it off the net, behind the net. Sends it over to Crockett. Crockett tried to feed Rossell, but Rossell wasn't moving out of the zone fast enough. McKinnish over to Lang. Lang makes a move. Feeds it ahead for Martin. Martin has it. Oh, another nice feed. Trying to set Charlie up. Spang goes D to D for McKinnish. McKinnish ahead into the zone. Kept in by Galitsky and then cleared by Lexington. Out of play. Galitsky with the shot. Fox ties him up in the corner, and that will end the period. Score 3-0 after 1. We are ready for the second period. Galitsky's line will start it out. Toth ahead to Fox into the zone. Fox feeds it back to Toth going to the net. Toth pulls it out of the corner and sends it around the boards. Fox will pick it up on the far boards, dump it back in for Toth behind the net. Toth back to Fox. Fox mishandles it, puts a hit on the man in the corner and goes down himself. Shot comes from the blue line. Toth picks it up in the corner, sends it back around the boards for Fox. Galitsky into the corner, looking for somebody. Sends it behind the net for Toth. Toth out front for Fox. Fox's shot. Fox wraps it around the back of the net for Galitsky. Galitsky in the far corner. Galitsky sitting down, keeps it on the boards. Kept in by Schroeder at the point. Nicely done there. Sent back in. Toth takes a no-angle shot. Fox trying to get that catch that one out of the air. Sent back in on the near boards, and Lexington picks it up.
This one's amazing. I hope I'm not like
Lexington shot wide. That shot is blocked by Fox. Luton picks it up. Fox and Toth come to the bench, and Buell and Yarko come on. That's going to be icing on Lexington. See if they... Nope, they wave that one off too. Reed Steiger throws it around the boards. Picked up by Buell. Up to Yarko. Yarko ahead to Colin Steiger. Steiger pulls up, sends back to Yarko. Yarko will have a chance. Taken down in front of the net, and the puck is covered. 12:32 to go in the second period. Score still 3-0 Cyclones. Colin Steiger drops it to the point. Reed Steiger takes a shot wide of the net. Coach sends it in for the delayed offsides. Colin brings it back in. Shot, rebound. Centering pass by Coates is picked up by Lexington. They double back and then send it up. That's off the stick of Prosser. Sweeney with the shot over the net. Coates picks it up on the near boards. Sends it behind the net, out front. Picked up by Lexington. Sent to the corner. Kept in by Reed Steiger. Sends it behind the net for Colin Steiger. Colin looking for Sweeney out front. He hits Prosser. Prosser takes a shot deflected by Sweeney. And it's sent in. Reed Steiger on the goal. And there would definitely be an assist or two there. And the score is now 4-0. 11:21 to go in the second period. Cyclones well in control of this one. Lang brings it in. Lang ahead for Martin. Martin's by himself in the zone, waits for help. Sends it to Crockett. That's a nice pass, but it's a little too far into the skates of Crockett for him to handle. Clear out of the zone, McKinnish. Plays it back all the way down for icing. 10:31 to go in the second period. Spang to Fox. Fox skates it up, deals it to Scott Toth. Toth. Oh man, they had some good puck movement there. Taken away, Fox has it. He's knocked off the puck. Taken away by Galitsky, going the other way. Oh no, it's taken away again by Lexington, and Schroeder has it. Up the boards to Fox, off his stick into the neutral zone. Now into the Cyclone zone. Scott Toth got a piece of that one. Knocked out of the air by Fox. Galitsky throws it back in. Fox on the forecheck. He's going to get there first. Sends it out front. Oh, Schroeder. Couple of nice saves there for Dunnigan, and she covers it. Luton on line on the face-off. Luton wins the face-off. Back to Reed Steiger. Back to Luton. Luton up the far boards, is driven off the puck. And dumps it in. Yarko on the forecheck. Beal on the hit. Reed Steiger lost a stick there. Prosser off the boards and back into the zone. Reed Steiger sends it out front, and Lexington sends it to the keeper, who covers it. 8:44 to go, second period. 4-0 Cyclones lead. Reed Steiger takes a shot that's deflected out front by Buell. Reed sends it back in through the middle. Buell was tied up at the time. Prosser steps up, takes a shot, still loose in front of the net. Luton skates it back in. Skates all the way below the red line, looks out front, tries to hit Buell. McKinnish comes in and makes a hit. Steiger up to Yarko. Yarko's had the hot hand lately. He's looking for Buell out front. He takes a shot. Icing is waved off. Lang picks it up. Forgets the puck. Lexington picks it up. Centered. That was well played by McKinnish out front. Sweeney takes a shot wide of the net. Coates leaves it for McKinnish, who dumps it deep for Colin Steiger. Steiger leaves it for Coates. Thrown back in by McKinnish. Nice pass there from Sweeney to Coates. Another shot, another save. That shot came from Lang, who just dumps it in again. Look at how much time the Cyclones are spending in the offensive zone. Oh, nice feed out there by Colin Steiger to Coates. Just got a little behind him. Lang wraps it around. Nice job by Colin Steiger to get it past the defender. Now Sweeney's got a shot. He leaves it for Colin. Back to Sweeney. Wow. That was poetry right there. Sweeney and Colin Steiger. Doesn't get much better than that. 6:18 to go in the second period. And they're waving off the face-off. I'm not sure what that hand signal was. Cyclones win the face-off. Rosell comes in with it, trips over a skate. And Lexington takes over in the neutral zone. They dump it in off of Spang's skate. Schroeder sends it over to Rosell. Rosell, nice move around the boards. And what is the call?
Super late. Oh! Super late and on Sportsman? Send the C line out.
No call there. Some fans up here believe they saw an unsportsmanlike and a late hit. Crockett's shot is saved. Crockett behind the net. Sends it back over. The rules don't change when you're up 5-0, but the enforcement does, and I think that's just reasonable. Martin from the blue line. Schroeder sent that one in. Off the skate, Schroeder kicks it in and then gets behind the defenseman. But look how these Cyclones cover for each other. Playing really well as a team this game. Galitsky runs down his man. Centering pass goes off a skate. Lexington backhand shot over the net. They've not had too many quality chances in this game. Behind the net it goes by Scott Toth. Spang sends it up for Martin. Martin runs into a brick wall. Schroeder pulls it out of the corner. Nice move. Oh, and he gets decked behind the net. And Spang puts a man down on the far boards. Here comes Toth with a chance. Oh, and he trips over the goalie.
I could look like more.
4:13 to go in the second period. 5-0 the score. And Sebastian Galitsky on the face-off. He wins it over to Toth. Oh, and Lexington puts it into the referee.
Oh, we got an angry defenseman skating out.
Big shot wide by Lexington. That's probably the best chance they've had. Prosser sends it out, and as he's getting hit, Scott Toth comes away with it. So puts it on the stick of Fox. Fox flicks it into the zone. He's going to get there first. He's got Scott trailing him. He puts it to the corner. Galitsky, Fox working on the near boards.
You did. But I didn't know that. Okay, so far, it's us two. What you do?
Skated up by Reed Steiger. Toth on the near boards, drops it back to Luton. Luton takes a shot, and it is saved. 2:46 to go, second period, 5-0 the score, Cyclones lead. Eli Luton on the face-off. And it's out of play. .242 to go in the second period. Buell has a landslide on him. Luton throws a body. And .18 going to the box. Is that all we got? Did not see a hand signal. I don't know what the call is, but there is a penalty on 18 of the Thoroughbreds. So the Cyclones power play, centered by Rosell. Reed to Collin, back to Coates. Coates waits for the power play to set up. Reed, down to Collin, centering pass to Rosell. Chops it ahead back to Collin. Collin to the blue line to Reed. Reed back to Collin in the left circle, centered to Rosell. Rosell deals it over to Coates. Coates. Back to Reed. Reed to Coates. Coates. Coates back over to Reed. Reed back to Coates. Coates back to Reed. Reed throws it at the net. Picked up by Colin Steiger below the net. Sends it out front. Picked up by Lexington and cleared. It's something happened after the play. A couple of cross checks on Spang. Have to assume. And another Lexington player to the box. He's out of the game.
He's out!
This player has been tossed, much to the delight of the fans around me. Not sure what the initial call was or what started with Spang down there. I was off camera, but Spang got cross-checked a couple times, and then I guess the player had a few words for the referee on the way to the box, and so by the time they got there, he was not going to the box anymore. He was going off the ice. And now they're working it out down there. .118 to go second period. Cyclones on a 5-on-3 power play for 56 seconds, and then we'll go to 5-on-4. So we'll end this period on the power play. We'll start the third on the power play. Steiger to Coates. Coates sends it across. Collin. Collin back to Reed. To Coates. And it's covered. Nice job there by the Lexington keeper. Prosser over to, I can't see. Oh man, that was a nice feed by Buell to Sweeney. And it's cleared by Lexington. 40 seconds on the clock. 17 on the 5-on-3 power play. That is just a bad pass. .25 seconds. Buell goes down. Picked up by Prosser. Prosser. And a big chance for Lexington and a nice save by Dunnigan. 7 seconds on the clock. Shots coming here. Talk about a penalty kill for nice penalty kill, aggressive penalty kill for the Lexington Thoroughbreds. They looked like they were on the power play there. 42 seconds left on the penalty. And the second period ends. The score 5-0. Rosel's line will start the third period on the power play. 40 seconds on the power play. Colin Steiger back to Reed.
And then he said, I don't even want the dumb credit. I want some money.
Colin brings it in. Reed. Over to Coates. Knocked down. And Lexington come into the zone. Shoots it wide of the net. And Lexington again looks very aggressive on the penalty kill.
He always just says like, oh, I'll take care of it. And then he went to switch it.
We're back to even strength.
Who are they?
Pretty lackadaisical power play for the Cyclones there. Dumped in, and McKinnish will go get it. Sent up the boards, and Toth was knocked off the puck. Cleared out by Lexington. Lang throws it back in on the backhand. Galitsky on the forecheck. Cleared again by Lexington. And that guy's behind McKinnish. Pulls up, shoots. And that's a good save there for Dunnigan. 13:21 on the clock, third period. Galitsky taking the face-off.
When they played together all team.
Galitsky gets out of the zone. Fox going for it. Will he get there first? No, he will not. Lexington gets there first. Galitsky picks it up off the far boards. Knocked off the puck by a Lexington player. Passed out of the zone for Lang. Centering pass goes through, picked up by Toth. Toth puts it behind the net for McKinnish, who's knocked off the puck. Good hit there by Lang. Shot in from the blue line to the corner. Another shot from the blue line. That one doesn't make it to the goal. Schroeder off the boards, and on the far boards, he's got Fox breaking. Sends into the zone. Fox got there, but he's hit as he got it. He's still battling in the corner on the far boards. He hasn't given up yet. He's still giving him pressure down there. Picked away by Scott and thrown back in. Spang to the far boards for Yarko. Yarko dumps it in. He's got Lou skating back to get it. Lou sends it back over to him. Behind the net, Yarko's knocked down. Lexington picks up the puck and breaks it out. Spang on the far boards, shuts down the play, takes the puck, sends it back to the neutral zone. Sent back in by Lexington. On goal. Left for Schroeder. Schroeder throws it around the near boards to Luton. Luton tries to go around the defender, loses his stick. Lexington's shot is blocked by somebody and out of play. 10:54 to go in the game, and it's 5-0 Cyclones. Game has settled down quite a bit in the third period. Neither team really putting together any great opportunities in the third so far. Coates sends it out to Colin Steiger. Sweeney behind the net. Sent out front to Coates. That was Coates' shot, goes off a leg pad. Reed drops it back to Colin at the point. Shot, and that one's covered. 10-11 to go in the game. 5-0 the score. Cyclones with the lead, and Colin Steiger on the faceoff. Reed takes a shot wide of the net. Sweeney on the far boards drops it back to Prosser. Prosser, top of the right circle, shoots it. That's rebounded, but covered. Ooh, nice feed there by Martin. By Crockett. Crockett behind the net. Martin's pass is picked off. Back to Martin on the far boards. Gets it taken away. Lexington coming in. Lang trying to recover in time. Lang does just enough to keep him from getting that shot off. Nice hustle by Lang. Oh, and a big hit there by Spang. Dumped in again for Spang. Spang is quite a bit bigger than that kid. Martin, near boards. Skates it in. Pulls up. leaves the puck for Rossell. They turn it over. Toth hands off to Reed Steiger. Reed skates it up into the center, doubles back to the blue line, curls, deals it to Galitsky. Galitsky takes a shot off the post. Martin fighting for possession behind the puck. He comes up with it. Oh, nice move. And he gets a shot off, but it is covered. 8:09 to go in the third period. Meeting of the minds down there as the goalie has an equipment issue. Galitsky will take the face-off. Fox trying to get it deep. He's pinned against the far boards. Toth trying to fish it out of there. Toth pokes it forward. Picked up by Lexington. Toth takes it away, brings it back into the zone, deals it to Galitsky. Galitsky with a shot over the net. Reed Steiger takes over. Back to the net. Fox buries it.
That's dirty.
That's Reed Steiger. Unbelievably nice assist there. Nice pass to Fox. Fox with the goal. And the score is 6-0. Right there. 7:27 to go. Luton ahead. Buell on the forecheck. Buell misses the check into the boards. Lang tried to get that up the boards. It's picked up by Lexington. Lang just bumps him off the puck. And I think offsides is the call there. 6:54 to go in this game, and it's 6-0. Cyclones lead.
What do you guys think of that?
Big hit there by Lang. 6:20 to go. 6-0 the score. Colin Steiger with the face-off. It's thrown all the way down by Lexington. That's going to be icing. Two-on-one situation for Schroeder, but look at Colin Steiger, back check. In a 6-0 game, Colin Steiger refuses to give up an odd man rush. Thought that was offsides. And there's a lone stick. 5:42 to go in the game. 6-0 is the score. Again, this game did not seem like it's the physical game that I expected from Lexington. Cyclones controlling most of both games. Moving the puck well. Nice back check there by Rossell. Shot wide by Lexington. Fed out front, nice Nicely played there by Crockett. Get it out of the middle. Crockett on the far boards. He feeds Martin. Martin into the zone. No help coming. Everybody's going on the line change. Schroeder in deep. Martin picked it off. Oh, I thought he was going to have a chance there. Martin peels it away. Looks out front. Nice. Oh, that was a good play by the Lexington defenseman there, or Scott Toth was going to bury that thing. That one's cleared down. Are they going to get icing call here? Nope. Taken away by Fox. He's battling in the corner. They both go down. Toth picks it up. All right, just got back on the stick of Fox. Fox centering pass there. Fox shoots it. Didn't go. 3:49 to go in the game, and Galitsky taking the face off in the O zone. Kept in by Steiger at the blue line. Oh, nice little move there by Steiger. Galitsky keeps it in. Gets it deep, Galitsky. Backhander. It's saved. 3.5 to go. Drop back to Lang. Lang shoots it toward the net. Toth over to get it. Chops it to Fox behind the net. Fox has it in his pocket. Drops it out. Fox turning from the right circle, going to the middle. On the backhand, feeds it across. Galitsky off the pads. Kept in by Toth. Lang picks it up, takes a shot into the glove. Probably see a line change here for the Cyclones. 2:59 to go. Luton taking the face off. Stepping up is Spang. Nice hit there by Luton. Takes over in the corner and gets hit from behind. And it's going to get rough over there in the corner. Buell goes in. Luton still battling for the puck. Oh, nice play there by Buell. That's good effort. Luton gets knocked off the puck again. Buell going back to work. Luton. Just Schroeder, who dumps it in deep and chases. Back to the middle. And that's sent all the way down for icing. 2:02 on the clock. Nice delivery there from Reed Steiger. Oh, man. That puck is still loose behind the net. Coach sends it back in for Colin. Colin working toward the net. Backhands it into the net around the goalie. Nice job by Colin Steiger. Made that look easy. .7-0 is the score. Rosel's line back out. Crockett sends it in, and there's a whistle. You're offsides. 1:29 to go. Martin applying some pressure down there. Stripped of the puck there by Rosell on a nice back check. Martin brings it in. I think he banked that one off the jock of that Lexington player. Off the boards, and Lang picks it up on the far boards. Under a minute to go, and dumped in by McKinnish. And bodies starting to fly down there by the net as we come to the end of this game. 31 seconds on the clock. Steal by Roussel and a penalty, which seems pointless at this point in the game. Interference on number 10, Lang. 27-second penalty. So we get to see the Cyclones penalty kill for 27.9 seconds to wrap up this game. Spang sends it off the boards deep, and this is why this is interesting to me. There goes Fox into the zone. He's got help. He sends it behind the net for Yarko. Yarko turning, shoots it off the leg pads. Fox on the forward check, and that's a game. Seven 0, the final score. Cyclones with the lead, with the win, and a shutout for Dunnigan.
Is that cross-check? This is interference. That was a good game to come and watch.
Next week, Nashville.